Szép jó napot kívánok mindenkinek, hello, sziasztok! Elérkeztünk ehhez a mai naphoz, végre hétfő, ismét gép közelben vagyok, úgyhogy nyomni kell egy kis streamot. Hát ja, mi volt a legutolsó streamben? Hát az elsőjén volt, ugye kora reggeli órákban egy kis Imaginarium Theater, és utána egy kis NTL, meg az event minigémeket Genshin megcsináltam. Ugye, ilyenek voltak. Ugye az event minigémek már megvannak. Azt fősztori, meg ezek a kis random questek hiányoznak, de kéne, mert azért primogemet adnak, meg azért mégis jó, érdekesnek tűnik ez a sztori, meg jók a karakterek. Hát Návia. Legalább a többiek sem rosszak, Beidó, Jelán, Jahoda, Nefer, úgyhogy érdekesnek tűnik. Ezt fogjuk ma megcsinálni, most így. Aztán majd később még lesz egy második stream a mai napon, amikor meg NT-ezni fogunk, mert ahhoz is van kedv. Kaptok is egy képet. Viszont mielőtt bármit csinálnánk, azért fontos lenne farmolni. Ugye ezeket már átvettem itt egyébként. Oké. Aztán Butterburst is ki van vívál. Úgyhogy ez sem számít. Oké. Farmolni kéne. Méghozzá, hát... Dottorét. Dottorét kéne, meg talenteket kell majd farmolni. Talent materiálokat. Az a skill az már megvan, de az ult is érdemes lenne. Minimum 9-eset szeretném felhúzni. Lehet, hogy azt most azért tripla koronázni nem fogom, de dupla koronázni, azt koronázni nem fogom, dupla koronázni, csak 10-9 a burstot. Na. Hoppá.
I'm still collecting data. You cannot face me. Excellent. You barely managed to touch my level. Intricate.
De még nem volt az ultimáltunk, vagy az skill-en lejárana. Ez lesz és rakna. Csak a szoki. Na de, nézzük. Kapok olyan materiált, amit kell nekem. 2 is plusz kaptam még egyet, meg azt a kurva. Ez most adag. És úgy kaptam azért nem. Szóval így, ja, ennél kevesebbet szoktam kapni átlagosan, úgyhogy ez sem rossz, mert ugye a kövekből nem állok jól. És azóta van még 2 karakter, akit még majd fel kell húzni 80-ig. Egyszer meg lesz. Most szerintem elkezdek gyűjteni, meg szévelni, mert azért nem mondunk le Mikorról. Úgyhogy megpróbáljuk azt majd még összehozni. Na. Ez kell nekem egy pár. De most amúgy ne fedezni akarok egy kicsit. Itt a... Mi az? Itt a talendúbénba. Amikor azt mondom, meg ilyenek az fölösleges. Miért megy el? Istenem már. Ki kérte? Na, nézzük. Nem tudom mennyi kell egyébként, hogy őszinte legyek. Hat meg 18, ugye? Összesen. Lehet, hogy nem álltana. Mégiscsak elútni. Hát, de jó, mégis fölösleges. Nem megy el. Tizennyolc kell, az azt jelenti, hogy még egy 9 darab.
No more lies.
Nézzük meg, mennyit tudunk craftolni. Ezt nézzük meg gyorsan. Hát, 6 duplákat meg ilyenek. Aztán azt még visszajövünk. Hello, fekete való, hello. Mi a helyzet? Jó. És már csak egy szintes, akkor igazából nagyjából kész leszek a build-el. Most így egyelőre. Nem nagyon szeretném túl. Vázeg. Ebből kell még majd egy... Ja, de tudok kikraftolni, mert jött vissza. És ebből mennyit tudok craftolni? Még lesz 8 darab? Azt jelenti, igen, itt látom is, hülye vagyok. Még 4 darab kell majd. Na, beegyünk még akkor a visszatalan doménba. Na hát igen, néha van, amikor karaktert csak félig kell így nagyjából rá, aztán majd később csiszolod, de aztán csak fel kell húzni más is a szintekre. Hát nem sok mindegy, egyébként most így farmogatok lineárra, még utolsó smintások. Aztán nagyjából kész van. Meg hát utána jön a sztori. Sztorit kell nyomni, majd kell a primogem ugye. Gyűjtünk péntekre. Úgyhogy ilyenek a dolgok, hogy pár darab. Mi az kell? Talentkönyv. Vagy itt milyen alak már élem könyvek ezek. Ja, meghalt, jó van. Na nézzük. Szerintem meg leszek egyébként ennyiből már biztos. Az a 4 darab, amennyi kell, de mindjárt rálesünk. A más nem, a bónuszok biztos ad eleget. Szerintem meg kell, hogy legyen. Sőt, már bőven is megvan, úgyhogy... Csak kész vagyunk szerintem ezzel a build-el. Egyelőre. Jó. Nézzük. Akkor... Jó, lehetnek koronázni, meg ilyenek, de most szerintem... Annyira nem nagy dolog, most mennyi heal. Ja. valamennyivel több shield, hát az majd meglátjuk mennyire szükséges. De egész jól néz ki amúgy, nem? Nem rossz szerintem ez a crit rate. Energy az dupla geóval elegendőnek kell lennie szerintem. Szerintem az elegendő lesz már. Ez szép ez a cucc, mondjuk, ja, hát kicsit a flat def azért kár, de hogy ez van. Legalább van egy kis ilyen. Oké. Nyilván lehetne jobb ez a build is, de szerintem nem rossz annyira, nem? Elmegy egynek. Aztán majd meglátjuk, hogy alakul ez. Most lehet elkezdem szévelni majd Mikorra. Előre farmok, aztán meglátjuk, hogy meg lesz, ha más nem, egyszer úgyis kiszedem Mikolt, úgyhogy maximum úgy, de azért bízom benne, de jelenleg a péntek a cél. 144 is, annyi van, sőt, ugye jött egy catching, ugye már. Ezt mindent be fogunk áldozni, úgyhogy 147 vis plusz még ugye a pak. Jó van, lesz egy pár azért. Hát nem tudom, most én így hagyom egyelőre át, szerintem jó lesz, aztán majd meglátjuk, hogy mi a következő lépés. Kéne valamit azért farmolni még, mert szerintem van még resi, nem? Ezért nincsen condensed resi, nem ahogy nézem. Ja igen, nincs, itt is látom most már tényleg. Van még 112. Mire kéne azt elnyomni? Mi kell majd Nikolnak, azt tudjuk már. Tudok... Ja, ezért tudom... ezért esetleg tudnék farmolni talált materiált neki is. Azt hiszem azt kezdtem el még valamikor, de aztán jött egy kis kitérő. Aha, igen, azt kell, ami ne fel. Meg neki ez a boss is, aha. Azt is el tudnám kezdeni farmolni. Hát, hogy azt kéne először. Azt a... Ebből kell farm, ebből van már egy kevés. Ja, kéne az a boss, elvileg ez kell neki. Van kemény 6 darab. Szerintem azt is valami free izéből kaptam. Valamelyik karakternek biztos ez kellett már korábban. Nem tudom, kinek kell ez? Zibájnak, vagy Ilugának, vagy nem tudom. Az Ilugának nem volt izéje. Nem tudom, mindegy. Nem igazán érint ez. Úgyhogy még kell 40 darab. Kezdjük ezzel. Itt elnyomunk 80 resint. Aztán meg rálessünk a sztorira. Meg kéne csinálni.
The deception ends here. No more lies.
Oké. Négyet. Legalább amúgy így legalább jön a kő. Hát abból nem állok jól, abból sosem állok jól. Még van pár karakter, akit föl kell majd húznom. De azért... azokra már nincs elég, úgyhogy azért nem tudom, meglátjuk, hogy jönnek azok ki. Most először összegyűjtöm Mikorral a szükséges mennyiséget abból is. Aztán utána tovább meglátjuk, hogy mi. És ott van Jahoda, ott van Iruga, meg 14 másik talán, ami nincs oszkándolva. 14 másik karakter, aki még nincs oszkándolva, ja. Ez még azért egy kevés lesz majd. De már csak ők vannak, ja meg igen, hát nyilván az a 2 másik. Itt lent. Őket is becsillagozom, hogy itt legyenek fejleszteni valóknál. Ugye az összesen 16 karakter plusz az újak. Egyszerűen előre kell azt szintre, és amikor már tényleg nem kell, abba a plikat átszedjük. Nem kell majd visszamenőleg azt kell dolgatni, hanem a minden meglévő, minden eddig karakter, aki megvan, az fel van aszkendolva az utolsóra, és akkor már csak az új karakterra kell gyűjtögetni, félretenni weekly bossokból, meg ilyenekből, ilyen napi cuccokból ezeket az elementálköveket. Egyszer elérünk arra a szintre is. Úgyhogy... de nincs már olyan messze, ez a 16 karakter a 80-90-hez képest nem olyan sok. Nem tudom, mennyi karakterem van itt hirtelen egyébként. Jó, meg... Ja, ott vannak a manekinek, azok sem nem számítanak annyira, meg a... Csak ingyen fel lehetetek húzni. Ilyen szint azt én ugye korábban felhúztam, mert Valésza miatt. De hát igen, még ott van pár. Hát a kevésbé hasznosak vannak hátra, akik számomra kevésbé... Ja, kevesek 90 karakterem van egyébként most jelenleg. Azért az... És jó, igazából én szerintem nem foglalkoztam kurva sokat, bár szerintem nem is igényel olyan sok mindent ilyen szen. És nekem van 2600 adatom, azt hiszem az bőven jó. Lehet, hogy nem tudom mennyi kell? Lehet, hogy 2700? Nem miért ez rémni, de lehet, hogy rossz, már nem emlékszem pontosan, hogy mi a pontos izé. Van ennyi energiám, oké, az lehetne akár több az energia egy kicsit, de mi a favóniuszom van így. Meg... most megnézzük, szerintem... Ez az energia miatt van szerintem ez rajta, itt tudnék látni még atakot. Ja, itt is az atak miatt van ez rajta, de itt tudnék tehetek még rá energiát. C603000, oké. Hát jó. Lehetne még csiszolni, ennyit nem használom egyébként. Hát ugye itt a máshogy rollolnának a dolgok. Akkor jó lenne. Majd még rá, nyilván nem azt mondom, hogy teljesen tökéletesen kész van. De így megy amennyit megy. Ezt meg lehetne így próbálni, hogyha only adtak meg energy megy, ezek nem lennének rosszak. Itt is van egy ilyenem. Mindegy. Ez nem a mai dolog. Na most a morált is azért el kéne szévelni, 1,2 millió morál van, az nem olyan sok már. Ez már azért nem olyan sok. Ja. Adtak egy partit. Erre. Ja, nem azt akartam, hanem el kell kezdeni lassan a questet, még ezt végig megy a zene. És már nem szakítom fel, mindjárt vége. Aztán... mehetünk, folytathatjuk a part 2. Az van hátra. Part 2, part 3 meg a... ezek a mini questek. De ugye ezeknek még egy ugye állakkalom is kell őket már, hogy... adban a questet kell azt hiszem csinálni, úgyhogy... Menjünk ide. Oké, nézzük. Akkor ezt, tehát nézzük a sztorit.
Wow! Can this launch blaster thing really shoot stuff from...
It does launch and blast things, but it's actually called a ballista. And yes, it can.
But how does it stay on target?
It uses a remote guidance system. But I'll let you in on a little secret. The upgraded version doesn't even need that.
Can I give it a try?
Oh, not a chance, kid. Can't have you hurting yourself. Believe me, this thing is even more powerful than it looks. Ask me again once you're older.
Hey, Beto! What you up to?
Oh, it's you two. I was just introducing our product.
Paimon thought you were here for some, you know, fishing? Wait, are these three?
What? No, of course not. The kids were just curious, that's all.
I'm sorry. Are these three preventing you from doing business? Let me get them out of your hair.
Do we have to?
Ah, don't sweat it. They were just curious. I'm happy to tell them more about it.
No, we've taken up enough of your time already. Neb, don't bother people when they're trying to...
Okay.
It was no bother, I swear. In fact, once the expo is over, come find me on my ship, and I'll let you see the ballista in action. How does that sound?
Hoppá.
How much would it cost?
Not a single mora.
Ez igen.
Really?
Milyen kedves ez a
It's a
beidó.
promise then,
Hello,
miss.
Sonji, hello. Üdv itt a csatornán, mi a helyzet, mi újság van?
Your vessel. It's a battleship, isn't it? Are you sure you should be bringing children on board?
Why not? Whenever we're docked back in Liyue to pick up supplies, I always let the kids around the harbor come aboard to play, and boy do they love it. If a kid from Liyue can do it, why not a kid from Sumeru? A battleship may as well be a giant playground to them.
Is that so? I've heard that people in Liyue also turn gunpowder into explosive firecrackers and give them to children as toys. Perhaps only the kids back in your home country are lucky enough to look at a giant battleship.
If you're worried about safety, I can...
Na, hát akkor van mit csinálni. Jöttek contentek azért. Nem kevés. Map meg quest jött. Mit lehet csinálni. Sok sikert hozzá.
No, I suppose I'm just envious.
Nekem is volt egy ilyen kiadásom, hogy hoztam, mondjuk nekem nem olyan 5 éves, de meg
We should
korábban
bring
volt.
them over if we get the
Ez
chance.
is nehéz volt bepótolni. Nem tudom, emeljük, jön tovább bejutsz. Szerintem megéri, jó cuccok, jó a sztori is most már így az új területen, nagyon izgalmasak a területek. Nem bírom.
Seems like he really cares about those kids, huh? Anyway, what did you want to talk about?
Oh, just wanted to ask how it's going with the top secret, fishing. Did you reel in the catch of the day yet?
They're circling the hook just
Hoppá, Elán,
fine.
megjelenik
Just
így
waiting
hirtelen.
for a bite.
Hát nagyon sok van meg, hát ugye rengeteg workquest van minden területhez. Jó, hát amúgy az újabbakon úgy szépen el van osztva meg, ott már nincsenek olyan talán túlzottan sok hülyeség, mint mondjuk Fontaineban, meg Sumeruban, meg Inazumában ott rengeteg cucc van, meg ilyen. Tényleg nagyon sok ilyen, meg Liyue-ben van 60 plusz talán ilyen workquest, meg emellett story questek, rengeteg dolog van, és szóval unatkozni, ha most kezded a játékot, akkor nem fogsz, maximum kapkodod a fejed, hogy most mit csinálj, meg mi az a vízé, amit kéne. Valószínűleg hát a fő sztori az Arkham Questot érdemes így elsősorban
Well, where did you come from?
csinálni. Meg hát ugye az event, az limitáltakat, amik lejárnak, mert azok ugye később nem lehet, ugye most én is ezt csinálom. Ugye már kicsit illúzió romboló lehet az, hogy olyan karaktereket takozok, akivel még annól nem, de, vagy még korábban nem, de benne van a pakliban sajnos. De igen, a fősztori az, amit... Na, szóval meddig az akkor ilyen... Inazumában jártál már korábban, vagy még előtte hagytad abba? Mert akkor még... Igaz is ott még akkor... Inazuma Arc Quest az rövidebb viszonylag, a többihez képest.
Well, that just proves my point. Something like this would only see more use in Fontaine.
Ah, except you never find something like this for sale there. Better jump on the chance now before it's too late.
Excuse me?
He's coming this way!
Steady now.
Hoppá.
That's
Mi volt ez az
mighty
ugrás?
expensive.
What the fuck? Jó. Nem tudom mennyire láttátok, de... Biztosan ilyen TikTokon vagy Instán pár lehet találkoztok, ez Traveler beugrik, biztos. Én is láttam már egyszer, és nem volt meglepetés, de ez még mindig ilyen what the fuck. Ez az ugrás. Hoppá, Semróz is ott van. Egyébként a
No one's
háttérben.
forcing you to buy it. If you're not interested, you're free to move along.
What? Come on. There's no rule saying we can't haggle.
The Voynich Guild gets a cut of whatever I sell. Obviously, that's factored into the price. Don't like it? Take it up with them.
Listen, I can tell this is something special. If you're willing to go a bit lower, I'm prepared to cut a huge deal.
I know it's something special, so I plan on getting paid what it's worth.
Perhaps there's a way we can both get what we want then.
What are you implying?
Well, Nod Cry's a big place. Surely this expo isn't the only place we can cut a deal.
Oh?
Hoppá.
What would you say to working this out someplace else? Somewhere the...
That means no guild protection either. What will I do if you run off without paying?
Még Návias itt lopakodik.
Considering the giant sword you've got handy, if anyone's getting robbed, it'd be me, don't you think? Point is, we're both going out on a limb here.
Fine. Name a place. As a registered participant, though, I'm too close
A
to the guild.
rendezvényen kívül,
If we don't
az
want them
expón
catching
kívül
on, I'll need
akarja
to send a
rendezni
proxy.
a bizniszt. Ez kapóra jön egyébként nekünk, mert aztán pont azt
Smart
terveztük, hogy
thinking.
ott
Let's
csapunk le
meet
az ilyen
here,
dolgokra,
then.
az emberekre. Kicsit se gyanúsan, mindenki megjelenik hirtelen.
Let's go elsewhere to discuss our next move.
Ja, ha hátra néz, hogy mit csinálhatod a tömeg, akkor kicsit se szász. Megyünk a hajóra.
Captain Beto's hook was what got him in the end, huh?
This isn't tabletop troop, Navia. In real life, persuasion takes a lot more than a dice roll.
I brought a product tailor-made for Fontaine because I thought the group's activities were limited to that area. Turns out, we're dealing with an international crime ring. So I suppose it makes sense that Captain Beto's bait was more enticing. It's a good thing we teamed up.
We wouldn't have gotten far without your intel either. Gotta ask, though.
I read their file. Nothing's off the table for them when profit's on the line. When it comes down to it, they'd see the protection the expo provides as just more red tape.
So, we meet up with this guy, catch him, and problem solved.
No. The person we're meeting is just an underling sent to scout the situation. We're after the leader of the whole ring. And after observing the situation over the past 2 days, it's clear they have undercover agents waiting in the wings. If something happens to our point of contact, those agents will scatter to spread word of what happened.
We have to get the jump on them all at once.
And you forgive me for pointing out the obvious, though. We have nowhere near enough personnel for that. If even one of the agents escapes,
Let me guess. You'd rather follow this deal through to the end to lure out the real cult. The problem is, in my experience, that person would never show their face for something like.
I can work around that. But only as long as the deal goes ahead.
So, you're planning to trail the person picking up the goods. I suppose that could lead us to the big fish, but aren't you worried about putting something that dangerous in the hands of criminals?
We can control how dangerous it is. But if we followed your plan, could we really guarantee that not a single agent would get away?
You're telling me you really have a way to mitigate the threat of that weapon?
You're telling me that you really have the wherewithal to carry out a large-scale search and seizure operation in Nodcry?
Are they having a fight?
Ah, they're both experts in this sort of thing. A lot of back and forth is to be expected.
Don't worry. I think they're getting along great.
A successful collaboration requires trust. And a willingness to make concessions.
Tapasztalt emberek már a témában.
So how about this? I'll meet up with the underling as planned and stall him as long as possible. While I'm keeping him busy, you round up the rest of the agents.
Yes, I appreciate the trust. And I promise you, not a...
See? Like 2 peas in a pod.
Traveler, you should come with me to meet the buyer. After all, we promised Nefer you would be involved in all our operations.
The Traveler is kind of a famous face around these parts, though.
Then, you can serve as backup. Remain hidden, and on the off chance he try...
Hát igen, mi mindenhol híresek vagyunk azért, amerre járunk. Mindenhol szerzünk egy bizonyos hírnevet fogunknak. Ez ilyen. Ilyenek a hősök. Na, menjünk a kocsmába, itt a fogadóba. Ja, hoppá. Kicsit eldőttem. Baj. Hát jó helyen ülsz te is. Na. Fáj van. Fáj van, azért ne kell csapni, ha itt elszólja magát hangosan. Lebukunk miatta.
You really can't go lower?
Best I can do is shave off the amount the guild was going to take.
You're a tough nut to crack. How do you plan to deliver the goods?
Depends on what you need. You don't look like you're from around these parts. So I'm guessing you need sea transport?
Yes, but there are a lot of eyes on the port. It would be better to dismantle the product and...
That might be tricky. If you're worried about getting caught, then let's bypass the port entirely. We can launch from a secluded shoreline and use our own boat for transport.
Sorry. But I'd still prefer to have it dismantled and stored in regular crates.
Ah, I'm guessing the port of arrival is where you resell the goods? You want it hidden in unassuming cargo crates, because most of the weapons have come in through Yilong Wharf or Lumidus Harbor. So that seems to check.
What are you trying to say?
Nothing. Just connecting some dots. I think we're done here.
Bam! Hoppá, lebukott, Janan azért szemfülesít észreveszi a sumiló alakokat.
The captain of the special patrol will take it from here.
One just popped up. Looks like the one on the surface
Na
has been
nézzük,
subdued. There are
Sevróza
children
kapja.
around. I have to avoid bloodshed. Trying to escape?
Ez igen. Ó!
Nope, not this way.
Ejjjjjj, csak a dobozokat kell elővenni, nem őt. Oké. Láttam a célkezdőt, de... Na nézzük meg, mi van, ha a fejre célzunk
Had
azért.
enough? Then turn around. Out of steam yet? 'Cause I can do this all day.
Ajjajjaj. Ajjajjajjajjaj. Hát ez nem tud elmenekülni.
My leg!
Is still attached. And if you want to keep it that way, I suggest you stay right where you are.
A special patrol uniform. You think bringing me in is enough? Do you even know how many of us there are? If even one...
5 at the port, 10 on the outskirts of Nasha Town, 3 near the plaza. Factoring in you and the buyer, that makes 20. Save the best for last, right?
How did you...
Hát ez igen. Ez igen.
Don't even think about it.
Még egyet tesz rosszul is. Ez igen. Hoppá, el is kapták itt pár embert. Náviáék. Ez igen. Ez aztán
Well done, everyone. We
szép
appreciate
munka.
the assist. The boss sends you thanks.
Mi belépő, mi belépő. Stílusos belépő.
It was an honor. Without the Spina's help back in the day, we never would have been able to make it in Nodcry. It was about time we returned the favor.
What? I needed to make you seem intimidating to get these local gangs on our side. We've been over this.
Yeah, I know. But hearing you call me boss will never not be hilarious.
Aj. Imádom ezeket a karaktereket.
Wow! Navia is something else.
Well, that explains your confidence. I had no idea the Spina di Rosula can mobilize these kinds of numbers outside of Fontaine. This Navia has quite a few tricks up her sleeve.
No trade expo rules were broken either. Even if Nefer saw it all unfold herself, we still wouldn't need to explain a thing.
Except for the guild's broken signboard, I would imagine.
Hoppá. Hello, Vitya, hello, hello, mi a helyzet?
It was an unavoidable sacrifice.
At any rate, I suppose the next step is to get these birds to sing. Should be an easy job. The maze...
And if that doesn't work, I've heard that spies from Liyue have their ways of making people talk as well.
Ajajajajaj.
The operation was a success,
Na,
right?
király, jó pihenést kívánok innen is.
So far, once we get someone to reveal who the mastermind behind all this is, that's...
I'm sure that person is in hiding somewhere far removed from the expo. But as far as our deal with the curatorium goes, I think that's a wrap.
Shouldn't we update Nefer then?
First, we need to figure out what we can learn from these agents. We'll be in touch once we have the information. Then we can head to the curatorium.
Well, that went a lot smoother than expected. You're thinking about Nefer's final request, huh? Let's see. We have 2 expert detectives from separate nations teaming up to uncover an international crime ring. That's not a bad story. If you feel like it's missing something, maybe Yelan and Chevres will uncover something.
Excuse me? Are you the traveler? Yehoda needs you back at the expo venue as soon as possible.
Oh no!
Ajajaj.
I'm sorry, I don't know the details.
Now let's get a move on!
Mi történik Jehudával? Segítsünk itt, az expón.
Either I throw the guild under the bus, or I get on the bad side of a terrifying merc captain. Get it together, Yehoda. Focus on the hot dog you're gonna treat yourself to after today is over. One thing at a time, alright?
Szegény.
Alright,
Let's try not to get too worked up, all right?
don't worry. We'll get to the bottom of this. What happened? You're here. Please, you've gotta help me, traveler. A theft at the egg. A theft? You're has people keeping watch over the storage area for this exact reason. Beto? Wait, that means...
The guild asked us to keep our goods stored on the designated shelves. I had a few prototypes that I was using for demonstration, which I had stored there. But when I came to check on things just now, I noticed that...
And each ballista is super dangerous.
Hoppá, ellopták a balisztákat. Új.
Well, all the prototypes have a failsafe designed to prevent unauthorized use, so it could be worse. Still, we should get them back as soon as possible.
Király.
The guild will make sure of that. If you could just keep this between us for now. Do we have to tell her?
Honesty is the best policy. That's what he taught us.
I know, it's just...
Ajaj, tudnak valamit a gyerekek? Lehet, hogy izé.
Miss Yehoda... What do you three...
There's something you want to tell me, isn't there?
Well, Neb's been obsessed with the ballistas ever since we got here. That's why Uncle Ashpapati it seemed like he was interested in them too, because he even told us what parameters to ask about. Ever since this morning, we haven't been able to reach him. We wanted to ask Miss Yehoda for help, but then we heard about the ballistas being...
And?
I don't think Uncle Ashpapati would do something like... Ashpapati works for the guild. He has access to the storage warehouse, so he could...
Hoppá!
So now it's an inside job?
Aha,
Oh, jeez.
a faszi volt.
Guild is never gonna
Lehet,
recover
ugye a faszi
from
volt. Ajajaj. Szegény oda. Vízdúdult nyakába.
He made those toys the kids were selling, right? They don't look like much on the outside, but I bet they're hiding some serious tech. If he's a tech guy, those fail-safes I mentioned might not have our backs after all.
So, this just went from... Uh-oh.
Could be. I mean, let's put it this way. Why don't you take these kids to the curatorium and see what you can learn?
Got it. Hold up. We can't hold these kids responsible, though. No, of course not.
You want to look out for these kids, don't you?
I promised I would.
Good, because I'm looking out for them too.
Guess we're...
Take these kids to the curatorium.
Will do.
Hát egy gyors egy szünetet kér, egy pár perc szünetet kérek, mindjárt jövök. Na, bocsánat, itt vagyok. Gyors, ezt ide teszem.
Nice to meet you.
Hát hello, Sesi. Köszi a raidet. Mi a helyzet? Hello, Voldasz, hello. Üdvözletem. Milyen volt az NT-érzés? Jó sokáig nyomtad, basszus. Jó 8 órát, vagy mennyit? Lenéztem párszor, bár írni nem írtam a csetre, csak sunyiba. Hát erre majd én is megyek majd este. És te nyomom egy kicsit, vagy ilyen 6 fele szerintem, csak először a Genshin Story szeretném megcsinálni. Milyen dupla stream napot tartok.
But no matter. This will all make for a very engaging story.
Na, kíváncsi leszek majd. Már még azért le vagyok maradva. Nem is biztos, hogy ma sztorizom, nem tudom, meglátom, hogy ott vagyok, akkor mennyire... Azt akarom, meglátom, mit csinálok. Kiderül majd.
This time it's one of yours causing trouble.
Aha. Hát még előtte van nekem ugye pár dolog, úgyhogy... Ja, nem tudom. Nem tudom, hol tartok pontosan ebbe. Abban a cuccban. Sztoriban. Még az elején eléggé.
What can you three tell us about Ashvapati?
Uncle Ashvapati isn't our real uncle, but he is our guardian. He
Na,
adopted us when we were little.
Még egy jó anomáliát. Hol találtad? Mit találtál?
He told us we all came from the same band of eremites in the desert, but apparently we're the only ones left. We've been traveling from place to place with him for as long as I can remember.
Their eyes. What about them? I'm just reminded of something.
Ja, igen, azok komolyak egyébként. Az random az esernyős dolgok, azok is menők, amikor így átfordul. Ez nagyon menő. Úgyhogy ez kifejezetten tetszik.
About a decade ago, there was a band of eremites who, seemingly out of nowhere, gained technological capabilities far surpassing those of other. Leveraging that advantage, they built a number of highly advanced weapons and sold them to the conflicts in the desert became even bloodier as a result. While the other groups were tearing each other to shreds, these newly but before long, their own weapons were turned against them. And as the flames of conflict engulfed the desert, the group, none of the weapons survived. And so, in the wake of that destruction, the status quo of the desert was restored.
That's terrible.
In the desert, it's kill or be killed. People will stop at nothing to gain the upper hand. If this happened in Fontaine or Liyue, I'm sure the perpetrators would have been prosecuted to the full extent of the law. But in the desert, from what they've told us, sounds like these kids are orphans from that particular band of eremites.
Hát nem is tudom, nem is tudom, olyan kis szintű, hát nem tudom, 10 valamennyi, 18 talán, 19, nem 18 szerintem. Azt hiszem, nem biztos. Azért még ott van nekem még mit csinálni, de szépen haladok a tempóba, sehova sietünk, mert nem kell. Így is kielvezem a saját tempómba a gémet, de a sztori, az event az már igen, már kijött, azt hiszem elsőn jött ki az utolsó adag talán, vagy lehet, hogy igen, nem biztos. De a minigémek azok biztos, hogy akkor jöttek ki, utána hát még volt valami sztori, nem tudom, talán az is csak 3 részes. Nem vagyok benne biztos most, hogy hirtelen. De elméletben szerintem kijött. Általában ki szoktak jönni. Hoppá, 10, az igen, az very big. Az igen. Hoppá.
Which means their guardian is likely one of the few survivors as well.
Nekem meg elkezdődött végre a GIUN A6-olás egyébként, már kiesett a A1, és most már elkezdődik az A6-olás. Ezt ki kell szedni, úgyhogy egyébként NT-ben, meg hát kiszedtem most így elkaptak a választót, ott meg a 6-ort azt beklémeltem, ahogy azt kell, úgyhogy alakul a karakter arznál is nekem is azért.
No! Uncle Ashfapati would never do something like... No matter what happened back then, I know one thing for sure. Sure, he's good at building things, but all he does is make toys for us to play with. He can't be the kind of person you're making him out to be.
I'm sorry. All we can do is act upon the facts.
So, what's our next move?
From our interrogations, we've learned that in 2 days, the person behind all this has a meeting planned to collect the goods. If Ashfapati is part of this and the leader learns what happened, there's no...
Then let's focus our efforts on Ashfapati for now. If we find him, he might just lead us. If he stole the prototypes, there's bound to be a trail.
What can I do to help?
I work best in the shadows. The more people involved, as soon as I've got a location, though, he's all...
That does sound like the most...
Seizure?
Hey! Don't worry too much right now.
Okay.
Looks like I'll need to enlist your services for a bit longer, traveler.
Hát... Csak fizes, ki kell fizetni. Hoppá, ez meg is van második, jó van. Nem is volt hosszú. Ez. De még csak most jön a... Ugye meg van egy ilyen... De ez is már kijött, már csak állakalni kell időben. Na de nézzük akkor a harmadikat is. De igazából ezért nincs kedvem annyira masztorizni, mert ha... Most lentélyebes... Most lenyomom ezt a sztorit, tehát hogy elég a sztoriból, meglátjuk. Hát, hogy ilyen kisebbeket csinálok csak.
We just got word from Yelan. Looks like she managed to track down Ashfapati.
Na. Keressük meg Jelent. Ja, ott vannak a expón, úgyhogy menjünk oda.
Took me a bit longer than I expected, but I found where he's hiding.
Let me just be sure of one thing. We're dealing with someone who has extremely dangerous weaponry in his hands. If it comes to it, are you prepared to...
Absolutely. You just need to trust us, just like we trusted you earlier.
Yeah, we've got this. My crew's already locked and loaded.
I'll take you at your word.
I know you said you wanted to keep this operation small, but I still thought you could use some backup. So, I chose a few promising young Spina members to help out. Clarand and I have got things covered at the expo. Yes, we're ready to roll then.
Hoppá.
Now that you're here,
Komoly
I guess we can get this
szervezések
show on the
vannak itt, szervezkedések. Megoldjuk a dolgokat.
Wait!
I'm sorry, you can't come with us. You need to stay at the expo like we agreed. It's for your own...
We know. It's just... Do you really think
I wish I could answer that question, but it would just...
He's been gone for 2 days now, and he just left us here. He's never done that before. But if that's true, then that means he must have been involved in making and selling weapons in the past too. Wouldn't that make him a bad person?
That's not for us to say. Take a look around the expo. There are plenty of other people making and selling weapons. Doesn't mean they're necessarily all bad people.
Really?
The same is true for your uncle. Whatever he may have done in the past, the real question we need to ask is why. There's a lot we need to know before we can judge a person. In Fontaine, we have a long and complicated process in place just to make sure we get the right answer to that question.
Yeah. Why would Uncle Ashfapati do something like that?
How about this? I'll make sure that Miss Chevras and Miss Yelan promise to bring your uncle back safe and sound. Then you can ask him yourselves.
Thanks, miss.
This situation is complicated and unpredictable. Isn't it a bit early to be making those kinds of promises?
It's all right. We're prepared for whatever we might...
Regardless, it's a promise we have to keep. After all, when the children get their answer, it will shape their understanding.
Then, let's all do our part to make sure...
Na, kezdjük el a part 3-at. Kapjuk el a csávót. Szóval itt sunyul. Aha.
It's raining again.
Stop right there.
Hagyj, hoppá. Oh.
We missed him.
Hát ez majdnem
Looks like
sikerült
he left
Chevroz.
behind plenty of evidence, though.
Eléggé. Hát, hogy is mondjam. Abba, nem tudtam feszedni a káposztát.
These records look suspiciously familiar.
Rosszul faragtam.
Yeah. Doesn't seem very coincidental.
Remember when I said this group's cover was ironclad? They were always careful. The one time they slipped up, they broke the case wide open. We found a cargo manifest left behind.
It was a similar story on our end.
And now that same manifest shows up here, among the records left behind.
So, he's the guy?
Unless it wasn't a slip up at all.
No. Almost like he let us.
Look at how it's positioned. It was begging to be found.
You think he knew we would come here?
If he did, he's a more impressive opponent than...
Let's keep going. We can read it together when we debrief.
Nem mászottál egy kicsit így az esőbe? Ó, itt van egy...
Is this what
It's the display model that goes with the prototype. Guess that does make him our thief.
What's worse is that, with his technical background, I bet he managed to bypass the security...
You're saying our guy has a battle-ready ballista in his possession, just waiting to be unleashed?
Something isn't
Aye,
adding
aye.
up. All the evidence suggests that he was here alone. Which begs the question,
Van
why would he
balisztája.
unlock the ballista's features before even meeting up with his boss?
That's a question for another time. We need to...
Mi lesz annak a vége vajon?
This situation seems more complicated than we imagined. It looks like...
You don't think he's working for them?
Unlikely. He lured us to Nodcry, prepared those weapons on his own, deliberately put us on his trail. This is looking more and more like the work of an independent act.
Well, if we want to get to the bottom of this, he's still our... That would seem to be our last remaining clue.
To the officers of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol and the Liyue Qixing, you certainly live up to your reputation. Within a single day, you were able to eliminate over half of the gang's forces. I doubt my secret hiding spot will be a secret much longer. So I suppose it's my turn to throw my hat in the ring. I'm just glad I no longer have to run. So, before my day in... It all started with a Kashara War researcher. He had dedicated his life to the pursuit of knowledge. But when he found himself in the desert, it... Could you spare some...
Researchers like you are a dime a dozen. Smart as a whip until you find yourself in the desert. Then, you're lucky to survive the night. No, son. Just still trying to figure out why I've got such a soft spot for strays like you. Here, give me your canteen. You got somewhere to...
Not really. Thanks to this water.
Now you're talking like desert.
What would I do?
Gather foods, guard our water source, just like everyone else I've taken in. Of course, if you have something you're good at, you're welcome to show it off. Every little bit helps.
All I know is... weapons.
Hát az mondjuk szerintem éppen a legendő nekik amúgy.
Weapons?
Yeah. I love studying them. Big and powerful ones, small and deadly ones, old ones, new ones. I believe the essence of Kasharawar research is embodied in weaponry, and the pursuit of this kind. My lifelong goal has always been to become a foremost expert on all kinds of weapons. So I might have borrowed a few sensitive texts without permission, but you see the vision, right? The higher-ups in the academia just did.
The academia could have 1,001 reasons for exiling you out here, and it still wouldn't matter to me, son. All I care about is what this specialty of yours can do.
I can help upgrade your weaponry. That should come in handy in a dangerous place like the desert, surely.
True, weapons are essential to life here in the desert. Most folks get them, but when it comes to protecting the people here, this scimitar in my hand is more than enough. The kind of weapons you're talking about are overkill for a place like this.
Overkill?
Our group is lucky. Our ancestors learned how to protect the oasis from the sandstorms to prevent it. Plus, we're pretty far off the beaten path. Helps us avoid. All in all, we don't have to travel to find water. We don't have to fight off other desert folk. It's a real place to call home. There are plenty of ways to die in the desert, but behind a lot.
I see. Guess I could do some odd jobs then.
I've heard you Kasharawar scholars are handy with all kinds of...
You mean, like...
Yes, if you wouldn't mind. It'll give them something to do. Life can get...
All right, then. And just like that, a Kasharawar scholar at the cutting edge of his field ended up in the desert. It got boring from time to time, but all in all, those days were quite pleasant. Looking back now, I wish I could have lived like that until the end of my days. But then, those despicable people showed up. Don't rush me. These materials are in short supply.
Oh, they've got a lot of nerve showing their faces back here.
Send the gem? It has been a while.
Well, we have a right to this oasis too. Our ancestors were part of the group that discovered.
You hated this place. After that giant sandstorm when everyone else was trying to figure out how to help, you got out of Dodge the first chance you could get.
Because I knew better than to be stubborn. Stay in one place too long around here, and it might just be your grave.
You abandoned this place. If we'd done the same, the oasis wouldn't even exist anymore. You gave up your right to be...
I heard they joined another band of Eremites after leaving us, but got kicked out. I bet they're only crawling back to us now because they've got nowhere.
Chief, should we drive him off?
I'd like to see you try. I'm warning you. You won't get rid of us that easily.
Leave them be. This oasis has always been big enough to sustain more than one group of people. It's not worth spilling blood over. All that matters.
At the time, I didn't, and so normal life continued. Much unchanged. I often found myself flipping through my... As far as I knew, no one had been able to analyze or reproduce the... But I was able to design a kind of lure. To somehow, the new arrivals at the oasis...
Hope you don't mind me asking, but...
I do mind, actually. It's none of your business.
Rumor is you used to be a researcher at the academia. All that knowledge going to waste...
What do you want?
I want to team up. The rules and red tape that got you kicked out of the academia, they don't exist in the desert. You could take this research to the next level. But what if you had access to the right fund?
What are you suggesting?
Me and my men can get you what you need. In return, all you gotta do... We've always had a good eye for business. Just never the right product. But this thing, right?
You want to sell it?
It's a win-win. You provide the goods, and I understand what you're worried about, but listen, these people don't think bigger than this place. They don't get involved in conflict. I mean, come on.
You've made a bad name for yourself around here. I don't want any...
Well, it's your choice. But it could be the last meaningful choice you ever get in life. So I'll ask you again. Do you want to finally develop the weapons you've been dreaming of and realize your academic ambitions? Or do you want to stay here building toys for kids?
Jöjjön el van. Jesus.
How I wish I'd made the right choice back then.
Yeah, we increased our prices. What about it?
So, you're really as money hungry as they all say.
Cash is king. That's just bit.
Fine.
Be a homokba. Boom.
I'm done.
What are you talking about? We're making bank here.
I know what the weapons have been used for, and I refuse to be an accomplice to all this any longer.
An accomplice? Listen, that's got nothing to do with us. People would be at each other's throats with or without our weapons. So they die to a machine instead of a scimitar. What difference does it?
Can't you sell more than just weapons? Surely this can't be all the Eremites are interested in.
If you want to make the big Mora, you gotta push what sells. That's just how it is.
And that right there is why I...
Fine. I've made more than enough to leave this dump in the dust anyway. If you want out so bad, have it your way.
What was that?
Oh. Ajaj.
No.
Oh.
Kaem was it.
Crazy.
How did this happen?
You won't find a tribe in this desert without enemies. People have tried to steal water from this oasis in the past, but Kaem was that drove them off. Guess his enemies have been holding a grudge this whole time.
You sold weapons to his enemies. But he took you in when you had nowhere to turn. You owe him your life. Why?
It was the perfect excuse to drive up the price, that's why.
It was only later that I found out. This wasn't the first time Senegem and his men had turned around. I didn't chase after them or try to hold them accountable. In that moment, all I could think about was saving as many people as I could. In a desperate attempt.
Szóval lehet elkészíteni, aki elkészíti ezeket, azok így. És még egy ilyen ember, aki realizálja, hogy ilyeneket csinálnak. Velük nem tudom mit várt, hogy mire használják egyébként, ez egy jó kérdés.
But once the weapons I designed
were
turned against us, the fate of this place was sealed. Even I.
Ezt a részét egy kicsit furcsa, hogy mire gondolt a költő.
In the end, despite all the burning, and now, you know the full account of my crimes. I've been raising them ever since. Well, this confession is for the kids to read. I know I'm in no position to make requests, but back then...
Jeez.
He's after the same target as us. And he's out for revenge.
He even lured us to not cry to help him get it.
I think I know what he's planning to do with those ballistas now. If I'm right, this doesn't bode well.
Then we need to find him ASAP! It sounds like he's about to do something...
I can't just let him get rid of our target either. This crime ring runs deep. Oh?
You got something?
He knew we'd be out of the picture investigating this place. I think he decided to spring the trap that we set up.
Oh, snap. He's not working for them. So our original plan could have worked all along.
The meeting will be happening any time now. Quick.
Sietni kell. Oda. Na. Rögtön is indul a cucc. Ahogy a faszik.
Ashvapati. It's been a while, Senegem. Over a decade at least.
How did you find this place?
All these years. And the signal you use for the meetup point still hasn't changed. All I had to do was pose as your point of contact.
Useless bunch of idiots. Just wait until my backup gets...
Oh, I think that might take a while. The Fontaine and Liyue authorities have your men locked down tight.
Hoppá.
Every
Hát igen.
last one.
Ott dolgoznak. Nágjáik meg bejdóik.
No. There's no way the cops could have known we'd be here.
Unless, of course, someone deliberately left a trail of clues, leading them straight to the expo. If they hadn't taken your agents out of the equation, I doubt I would have been able to lure.
So now what? You gonna turn?
No. The authorities can have your men. But you're mine.
Hoppá. Az igen.
Is that Fatui tech? Looks like your skills. Listen, I know you're mad that I've been racking up Mora without you all these years. But it looks like you still got it. If you want back in, we can work something out.
After everything that happened, what makes you...
Because what's the alternative? You're not here for revenge. After Kayem was that took you in, you really convinced yourself you were one of them, huh? What you should have learned is that banking on loyalty and belonging is a losing hand. Better to cash out before you're in the hole. In the desert, my people live by one rule and one rule alone. The last laugh doesn't go to the righteous. It belongs to the... Just look at me. When there's Mora to be earned in the desert, I'm a desert folk. When the opportunities in Fontaine are sweeter, I'm a Fontainian.
You think everyone is as...
A lowlife? There's nothing Mora can't buy, Ashvapati. That includes prestige. You're talking to a renowned Fontainian philanthropist who lives in the Vasari Passage and spends his days going from one grand banquet to the next. Nobody who counts would dare call me a lowlife.
Are you?
Clearly there's no reasoning with you. Fine. But if you want me dead, so...
Don't you worry. I brought plenty of firepower with me. You could have...
Oj,
What the... Are you crazy? If the thing fires, you're not getting out of here alive either.
Yes, that's the plan.
Oh.
It's high time both of us paid the price for our sins.
He's lost his mind. Get him! Start breaking his bones until he removes this barrier.
Hold it right there, all of you. Otherwise, I've got enough firepower to go around, too.
The Maison Gardiennage.
You got here sooner than I expected.
Hoppá. Ajjaj. És mi lesz? És ezzel mit akarnak csinálni? Hiter valamit?
Ashvapati, you have my word that these people will face the judgment of the Fontaine courts. Remove the barrier and come with us at once.
Fontainian justice is too merciful for them. You should leave us.
Stubborn fool.
I don't deserve them.
What is it you feel you need to atone for? Weapons research?
You're from Liyue, right? Your ancestors were the first people to master the recipe for gunpowder. And yet, surely, it's choices like that which make Liyue what it is today. But me?
Sokat várnak a levegőben azért.
Sounds like you don't know as much as you think about fireworks. They might be harmless fun in this day and age, but they started out as weapons too, you know.
What?
That's right. Fireworks and firecrackers were originally developed for use as weapons. They needed something a little more powerful than usual for purging evil forces and over time, evil spirits learned to fear the sight of flames, and the beasts retreated into the mountains. The peace we enjoy today is the weapons are what secured us the peace in the first place. Only then did we have the luxury of choosing to turn them into toys instead. It's people, not weapons, that commit acts of evil. And when people are as bent on destruction as the evil forces and beasts faced by our forebears...
Time is running out. Please. Leave while you still can.
Relax. Now that we have these guys in custody, I think we can find a way of repurposing these ballistas for the children's amusement.
Mi fog történni? Kíváncsi vagyok. I know.
I knew they were looking for trouble, but they messed with the wrong manager.
Ó, mozgás van a hajó. Wow. Nice. Fejidó. Azért magány ott a hajó orrán, nem? Kicsit több már most, mint amennyi volt az előbb.
Captain, we're in position.
Prepare to intersect! On my signal!
Hoppá.
Fire!
Hoppá. Tűzijáték. Nice. Ahogy igen, kicsit van benne ilyen is. Menő. Jó az a cutscene, tetszik. Rívem. A goat megjelenik. Ó, nálja. Kis cuki.
Recording mode on. Has this always been part of the show?
Ne fair. Hello, Nomo, hello. Mi a helyzet?
No funny business. I never imagined the Guizhong ballista could be used for something so...
If you'll agree to come with us and answer some questions, it would...
Of course. You'll have my full cooperation.
Honestly, me neither. I'm sure a case like yours would have Fontaine's As for these arms dealers, though, I can come... I know. There's no... Considering the alternative was them dying in obscurity to...
Na, amúgy ez jó quest volt, nekem tetszett. Még nem túl hosszú ez. Egyébként ugye 3-1-ben sem, úgyhogy tök fasza. Jó, még itt van ez a lezárás belőle. Ezt megcsináljuk. Aztán még van egy-kettő ilyen miniquest. Azt nem tudom, hát egy részét lehet megcsinálnom most, de... Tehát off-stream dolog már annyira nem izgalmas, szerintem. Na nézzük. Hoppá.
Now that we are on the other side of this incident, I suggest we put any remaining questions to rest here and now.
Understood. Well, there's been no serious harm to me or any of my compatriots. And with the arms dealing operation closed down, I've achieved my strategic objective.
Mire gondolsz?
I'm happy to let the
Artifaktra
Fontaine
gondolsz?
authorities process the culprits from here on.
Mert ha, hát... Ugye Nikolnak artifaktból jönni fog egy új szett, de... Ha addig akarsz... Ja, prefer materiálok? Hát igazából... abból... Hát igazából beírod a Google-ből Genshin Nikon Materials, akkor kihozza egyébként, de van az a lila kutyabasz, ott ugye Northcry tetején, ami volt az előző STGM-ben, talán ugye az előttibe? Nem tudom, ez a Lunar Damage-es az a boss kell neki. Talán materiából az, ami Nefernek is, nem tudom, hogy azt tudod-e, de itt Northcry-os dolog kell. Meg az új fatui materiálok, de mondom, ha Google-ben rákeresel, sőt, de is nem tudom külön végül is Discord, nem tudom, nem vagy a Discord szerveren, az újon. Azért be tudom küldeni végül is. Beküldöm ide. Belépsz, aztán felveszed a gacsaverse rangot, vagy milyen? Ja, gacsaverse rangot. Akkor látni fogod a gacsaverse chatet, ott meg ott van minden, de mondom, a Google is ott van. Pontosan látni fogod.
As for you.
A weekly boss materiál az, amit elvileg nem lehet, vagy nem tudom, hogy a...
Given your association with
Ezért
the
van
Voynich
már
Guild, I suspect the boss of the curatorium might raise some objections if I insisted on bringing you into custody as well.
Az lehet, hogy csak később jön amúgy az is. Az most hirtelen nem tudom, mindjárt megnézzük.
While pursuing one of the suspects in this case, it was unfortunately necessary for me to destroy a certain signboard in Nasha Town.
Is that an official
What I'm suggesting is that I don't file charges against Ashvapati. He stays here, and in return, you don't seek damages for the signboard.
Hoppa, media.
Deal.
Huh. That went surprisingly smooth.
Uncle Ashvapati,
They told us the whole...
If you'd been less trusting of the way I see it.
Yeah.
Well then, what are you waiting for? The chance.
Children.
Jó van, aranyos kis vége.
Traveler, Yelan.
Vége.
On behalf of the Fontaine authorities, it has been a pleasure working with you both. I wish you all the best.
I have plenty of other business to attend to, so it's
looks like you're a free man.
I guess, but even if they won't arrest me, I still have a lot to answer for.
After you joined us, it didn't take me long to find out that you'd lied about nearly everything.
Hoppa.
Everything except your desert origins. That turned out to be true. I actually consider the desert my home too. So I was interested to learn thanks to the Traveler, I now know the full story. And my, what a story it is. Granted, the final chapter caused us a fair amount of trouble. But hey, sometimes that's the price you pay for a good...
Are you
I mean, obviously I can't let you stay in the guild. Not after all the rules you broke. I'd recommend that you take these kids back to the
Why?
The desert has been plagued by seemingly endless conflict since as far back as I can remember. Your story offers a glimpse of a different way of life. Maybe there really is hope for peace in the desert. The Sumeru of today is a different world than what it once was. With Lesser Lord Kusanali at the helm, who knows where the possibilities end? Maybe you could rebuild the home these kids once knew.
I'm flattered, really. Sure. We could put up a few tents and...
Where there's Mora, there's always a way. Hello, my dear customer. Why don't you do...
So Mora is the answer, huh? All right. Say I wanted to buy a hometown for these children.
Don't take her so literally. She's just doing her sales pitch. Sure can. Huh? Ta-da! I present to you one magical gemstone created by none other than the renowned mage Alice. Her simply plant it in the ground and a spring will instantly start growing. Before long, you'll have yourself a fully fledged oasis.
Hasznos kicsi.
What the?
Huh. Looks genuine to me.
Goodness. They always say you can find everything at the Not Cry Trade Expo. Turns out it's more than just marketing.
Actually, this could be your lucky day. The mage who tasked me with selling this insisted on setting the price herself. And she priced it as whatever keeps the kids happy.
Alice. Kis cuki.
Needless to say, I could have found far more lucrative options.
Whatever keeps the kids happy? So...
Good question. I got it! How about I charge you whatever you 3 kids earned at the expo? Then you can say you bought back your hometown through... I think that would keep the kids of...
Deal!
Hooray!
Jó.
Well, this was a strange turn of events.
Egy cuki kis kép.
I think it's safe to say that this was one of the more
Na, jó van. Jó kis quest volt. Most meg akarom egyébként nézni, hogy... Ez benn van-e már a ezt kell neki? Aha, úgy nem ez az? De szerintem ez lesz az. Kicsit máshogy néz ki. Ez sötétebb a színe, de... Vagy nem ez az. Nem ez az. De jó ez az. Csak furcsán néz ki a képen, amit föltettek. Kicsit másabb. Oké. Gyors vagyok egy boss-t akkor már neki abban a pillanatban. Mennyivel egyébként? 10, mennyi is volt? 12. Olyan gyors meg vagyok így.
Everybody stand! Light up the blazing sun!
Attack! That's a feeling lucky! Ha-ha! Ha! Coming at ya! Ha-ha!
Négyet. Á, nem ad 4-et. Köcsög. No de, mi van még nekem hátra? Hát ezek a mini questek egyébként. Úgyhogy ez van hátra. Ebből sem mindegyik. Ja, itt gondolom ezeket úgy benne kéne itt még beszélgetni.
Oh, it's you two! Been a while, hasn't it?
Wait, you know this guy too?
Hát mindenkit ismerünk, jó, de hát ez...
I'm slowly starting to get why, but...
Ah, you must be the expo manager. Was there something you needed from me?
Hallottunk már valaha a Libennek a... vagy így volt már valahol egy szólva? Nem emlékszem, még így nem szokott, ugye? Nem tudom. Lehet hallottuk már, nem emlékszem rá.
You're just selling a few ordinary items, is that right?
Mm-hmm, that...
Okay. I mean, we've got people selling toys this year, so...
You seem confused. In the run, I'm sure I'll meet someone at this trade expo who recognizes their...
Cool. Well...
What about you, friend? Care to do some business? Well, to be honest, I spent... But I'm confident...
Jó, ezek ilyen kis áldányos. Van még több is. Nézzük meg ezt. Ezeket végigdarálom, csak amúgy érdekel például ez itt. Különösen nem hiszem.
Have you been to the Clink Clink Krumkake craft shop's booth yet? With everything Uncle's...
Sounds like a waste of money to...
But Uncle said the
Guys, please... I hate to break it to you, but I'm afraid no one really comes to this expo looking to buy toys. If you make any more here, it won't be nearly enough to buy yourselves a blueprint. I doubt it'll even cover your new... Oh! Hi, Yehuda! I came here to make sure you kids stay safe. A lot of crazy people show up to this... Yehuda's really serious about looking out for the... Well, it's kinda my... just take a look around.
Na, gyors primogem. Meg majd amúgy ezek már még egyet megcsinálnak, aztán jön ez. Megallokoltuk ezt. Nice. Most megcsináljuk ezt is, ezzel már tényleg unlockoljuk a primogemet. Na.
Keeping an eye on things.
Figyelj, itt dolgozik Yehuda.
That might need me to step in. Hey, you three. What are you doing here? There should be
accessing booth operation logs. Analyzing. Neb left to try and buy a new
I keep telling you, we don't have that much more to spare.
I just wanted to have a look. What's wrong with that?
Guys, seriously. Here's the thing, Neb. I know you like building stuff, but these designs aren't for toys like the kind you're using. That's a load of baloney, dumpster diver. My designs are toys too, actually.
Ennyi.
Huh? You build a machine that can blast monsters into the sky, and in your mind, that's a toy? I mean, at the end of the day, is there really that much difference between weapons and toys?
Ennyi.
Not where Knuckle Duckle's concerned. That's not the point. Anyway, you there with the brown hair, you want a blueprint?
Yeah, I want to make some thwack and smack defense bots too. I also have some design ideas of my own. And with your bots as the basis, maybe I'll be able to try them.
I get it. Your head's so full of ideas you want to bring to life that you can hardly sleep at night. You try eating some snacks to take your mind off things, but it doesn't seem...
Exactly! But what can I do?
Well, you must have blueprints for the toys you've made too, right? Let's trade! One of your toys for one of mine.
Really?
Hoppa.
Thank you so much, ma'am! Is it ma'am or...
It's Boss. Boss of the Clink Clank Krumkake Craft Shop.
Cuki az állna egyébként.
Thank you so much, Boss of the Clink Clank Krumkake...
Huh. That was... What's that supposed to mean? I'm a boss, aren't I? A lot of people... Did that really...
Previous records indicate...
Na, most már tényleg a primogemet azt szed. Igen. Jó, itt 10 primogemes, meg egy kis materiál nekünk. Jó van. Mi van még itt? Nézzük ezt. Van. Átskippelem.
No, the thing is, over time,
de sokféle ember van ezen az expon. Oj. Tetszik amúgy az az event. Így legalább Genshin különböző pontjairól származó karakterek meg emberek így találkoznak.
This exhibitor is what's wrong? This exhibitor is a... I know the contract...
Unreasonable? These too mining?
Yep, that's
Hát.
too many, alright.
Well, I suppose I can use the assigned warehouse if I really have to.
Whatever too many means, it seems like it carries even more weight than...
Hát igen, még egy valaki, aki fel is, hogy ahonnának ezzel túl sok információ szerintem.
Sir, any samples you offer are at your own risk. If...
Rest assured, ma'am, what you see here is 100% pure.
Really? Wow, wee!
You're telling me. If you try to ship this stuff through the proper channels, but that's where my connect.
Cool! Hey, hey!
Ó, van. Fatuik. Még érdekes lehet. Ó, mi fegyverek?
Wait, that's a familiar face. Isn't that piece lava?
Why, if it isn't the traveler. Knew there'd be some big...
Let's get the official business over with first. Unfortunately, you're the first seller at the expo to receive a complaint.
Opa.
We've received word that the muskets you're selling are a few shots away from turning into scrap.
Well, yeah. It's written here plain as day. Muskets for sale. Condition extremely poor. The internal grooves have been worn away and the ammo might be damp. Best practice is to pray that it doesn't explode before each use.
Oh, wait, so you weren't speaking in code to cover your tracks? Code? Yeah. Sometimes people bring stuff that needs to be kept on the down low. So they dress it.
You're overthinking things here. This stuff really is junk. We were just gonna scrap them, but my superiors thought we might as well try to make some more off of them. And who knows? If the prayers are answered and the gun ends up firing a few times,
guess not.
I mean, a weapon on the brink of ruin that's still capable of considerable firepower. Doesn't that just scream black market?
Yeah, but, fair enough.
What the fuck? Jó napot. Ezek így megjelentek mögöttem.
Traveler. Paimon. That's our secondary goal. To put it in Mr. Flintz's...
That sounds like something he'd... Are you interested in these muskets? Since we're friends, Paimon will let you in on some insider info. This officer here is basically selling scrap.
Oh, I'm well aware. The sign makes that quite clear.
True.
I'm interested in this particular piece because it brings to mind a picture I once saw. It featured several Ratniki and a Fatui officer who fought alongside them. The
Fatui teamed up with the...
That's not unusual. I've heard similar stories from our older members, but why would you sell a hero's firearm?
That's just how the rules work on our end. Whether it's a no-name sergeant like me or a renowned hero. Our equipment is the stuff that's usable is given to new recruits. And that way, we can at least put it towards...
I think I'm going to buy this musket, Mr. Flintz. Could you tell me a few...
Of course.
Hoppa. Vásárlások történnek, hatalmas üzletelések. Na, van itt még nekünk. Ezeket gyorsan így lehet rálni, szerencsére.
This person's been glaring daggers at me.
What a coincidence.
Wait, I first encountered the humor and the more I heard about your order. So when I heard that the Nod Cry...
So what I'm getting...
Our orders won the expo right. A few of the other groups were looking to...
Well, no, can I join?
We can't make sure...
I see.
Also, considering our smooth, this guy has only... But if there's one thing, so look after...
Huh. So this guy...
Mehetünk libe ez. Második részhez. Varka! Varka is... az igen? Jó van. Na, Varka is segítenek itt. Nice.
Not bad. Tis just.
Varka, you're here for the expo too?
Oh hey, traveler, Paimon. I was only out in this part of the world. Even a homegrown Mondstadt app.
Yes. And on that note, I should advise you that the prices are quite
Not a problem. It's a price worth paying for a taste of home. I'll take the whole bag.
The whole batch? Huh. Looks like you've already made your money back, huh? Oh, and Varka.
Yeah, I've tried it. It's pretty good. But not Mondstadt wine good. Besides, I wouldn't be able to buy any even if it was. We can't have the grand...
Oh, it's true.
If you find yourself at a loose end, come visit our...
Oh, you're as generous as they say, Grandmaster.
Looks like you finally made...
Hey, don't make me sound so incompetent. Though I'll admit, I wasn't expecting to make my money back quite so quickly. Now I can start thinking seriously about my next venture. I'm planning on heading to Snezhnegrad, actually. I hear they're running low on lots of supplies because of Project Stuja. That's a business opportunity. With any luck, maybe I'll have the pleasure of seeing you there.
Hoppá. Hoppá, hoppá, kis érdekesség. Tízelés itten. Kíváncsi leszek majd, mi fog történni. Oh, Diluk! Diluk is megjelenik.
I can't believe you came all this way to investigate me. Still, as a member of this expo, I'm protected by the Voynich Guild.
I know. That's why...
It's been a while. What brings you here this time? Are you representing the Dawn Winery, or are you here as Owl?
Take your pick. Even Owl would take issue with people smuggling the wineries.
I understand. But please be assured that I would never pit the rules of the Voynich Guild against the interests of the Dawn Winery. Our long-standing collaboration. No faction exists. In any case, I only allowed this
I see. So this isn't from our cellars at all. It's not even from Mondstadt. You? I'm guessing you learned a few of our winemaking techniques, then brewed your own liquor using local ingredients from Nodcry.
Just you watch.
I'll grant that your wine is a... That alone tells me that I'll
Leaving so soon? Can't I persuade you to come to the curatorium of...
Hey there! It sounded like you...
I'm afraid I'll...
That's a shame.
Next time you're back in Mondstadt, pay a visit to the Angel's Share. At least there, I...
Mi van még itt a átlános dolog? Ó, szétleli meg császkál, lol.
See, Lolly, I've been told that the merchants here are all protected by the organ.
Do I...
Oh, please, Granny Eatsley, have mercy!
Chaska! Say, Lolly! What are you...
It's a long story. Basically, a few members of the Flower Feather clan brought word from Nodcry that someone was selling Wyob fragments at the sex. Pretty serious stuff. So I brought Seat Lolly here to get to the bottom of it. And hopefully keep things under control.
Oh. Okay, well, as it turns out...
Are you intending to try and stop me? Look, I'm not trying to be difficult, but you don't need me to tell you that our Wyob are not for sale. This is just a shard of a Wyob pillar, and its power is long gone, so it no longer has any connection whatsoever to the Wyob. So, tell me.
About 800,000 more apiece.
What the...
What?
Apparently, people outside of Natland don't know all that much about our culture. Some people take one look at those pillars. I didn't want to correct them, because that way, I could drum up the price.
Ugh, forget it. Since you asked me so nicely, I'll let him stay here until the expo's over. No point making a mountain out of a mole.
Oh, thank you, Granny.
Oh, don't start thinking you're off the hook. Once this is over, you're going straight to Biram to face the...
Endet kapva. Na, és akkor Dóri? Még itt talán még lesz egy. Bravo. Ó. Az igen. Jó van. Én nem számítottam.
Why, hello, traveler and Paimon. Oh, quite the opposite. I'm her supplier. Nicole came up with a delightful new pricing method recently, which I've asked dear Dory to try out. We're here today to see how it's all going.
What sort of pricing method is that?
Curious? Well, allow me to explain. Instead of an amount of mora, you collect courage, kindness, or happiness from the buyer. The key is to make people realize they don't have to be rich. With an excellence of character, even the treasures of the Hexen Circle are within your reach. Kinda like a Sealy guiding intrepid adventurers through various...
Not for me. We didn't sell much Hexen Circle gear this time at all. At this point, I'll have to whip out some Samara's specialties just to break. Wait, you're actually losing money?
You're saying our
Hoppa.
gifts didn't reach that many people?
I'm saying we made diddly squat. Hate to break it to you, Miss Mage, but you don't have much of a heck for business.
It might not have made much, but this has been quite a fun little experiment. To make it up to you, all the revenue from our merchandise is yours to keep, Dory.
Oh, they don't call you a great mage for nothing.
Hoppá, jahoda. Zárásnak gondolom így.
It's almost time for the expo to end. I'm asking for half a month's leave once we finally got time to relax, huh? Yeah, thanks to you. Oh, things are pretty calm right now.
Sorry, but I've got a problem over here.
Ajaj.
Same here. Yoda!
Someone made off with a batch of my goods using the goods first, pay later method. I thought the guild was the guarantor, but then I went to redeem my money and no dice.
The same thing happened to me. Goods first, pay later. That convenience is for exhibitors only. It works because their goods stored in the warehouse can be used as collateral.
The buyer did have guild supplied certification.
In that case, he's one of you. Pick him out of the crowd and we're good to go.
The person I talked to was a tall, thin young man, but I don't see him here.
The one who bought from me was on the chubbier side. And nope. Wait, so it wasn't the same person?
Miss Yehoda, we need help! Ati went into town a while back, and we haven't heard from...
What? Why would he do that? He wanted to use the mora we got from our exhibit to buy everyone a little something in return.
Gods, this kid... Yeah, he's our older brother, so he's in charge of all that stuff.
Oh, okay, let's not panic. Remember those people who targeted Ati a while back? I'm worried they kidnapped him and are using his certification to scam goods off the other... Sorry. Oh, this is... Should we rescue Ati first? But not cry's huge. Where... Oh, come on, Yehoda, come on.
Ajaj.
Promised boss nephew to pull... Looks like you're down to your last option, dumpster diver. Oh, right.
Clank, clank, crisis control switch activated. Awaiting orders. Awaiting orders.
Az igen. Hasznos ketyere.
Activating the switch gives you temporary control over all the robots in Nokrai. But it won't last long, so think about what you... In that case, let's... All units, advance to Miss ya.
Orders received.
Sorry.
If anyone should be apologizing, it's those awful people who took you.
They stole my expo certificate.
Let's just focus on
inventory complete.
See? Told ya. With the Clink Clank crisis with so many bots around, we didn't have to I know. These kids call me boss. And as their boss, it's my job to protect them.
She's
no
okay.
way I'm letting them get...
Thanks, boss.
I know it's a great... To be honest, I could hug you right now. But I think I'll have that vacation first. Oh, right! I owe you a hot dog, don't I?
Jó van. Hát ez az árása akkor a dolognak. Nice. Jó kis sorod, jók oda, de a kicsik is egyébként voltak jók, tetszettek. Na. De kész az event akkor. Plusz egy is. Kiegéhez. Jó van. Szerintem mostra ennyi, aztán majd később még visszatérek egy kis NTL-vel. De szerintem így a Genshinben megcsináltuk, amit kellett. Az eventet. Be lett fejezve időben. Úgyhogy, ja. És majd ilyen, nem tudom, 6 után szerintem érkezem kis NTL-vel. Azt mit csinálunk, az majd kiderül. Nem biztos, hogy sztorizunk, de lehet, hogy azért belenézzünk abba is. Meglátjuk. Sok minden van egyébként. Úgyhogy köszönöm mindenkinek ezt a mostani figyelmet, aztán aki érdekel az NT, azt várom később is. Ronin csinálja a eventet, talán. Menjünk oda. Úgyhogy